You went to the Civil War reenactment and you asked them about baseball, and what did you learn there?
I learned that they used a ground stake for a baseball bat when they were inventing it. A ground stake, I think is what it's called, was used at the time for baseball bats.
They used ground stakes? Those are metal, right?
Nope.
They were wooden?
Yeah, they were used to aim the cannon.
Oh, ground stakes. I was thinking a ground stake was what they used to hold the tent up in the corners.
No, that's just a stake.
Okay, so ground stakes were used too. So were they long wooden or were they metal?
They were wooden, and they actually looked like a modern baseball bat.
Sweet. So they were tapered. That means thin on one end and wide on the other?
A little bit, but it went like this. Kind of like this. It went, then it got a little... No.
So that's tapered, yeah, tapered at one end. So what did they use for balls? For baseballs?
They didn't tell me, but I asked if they used like small shells, like from the, like what they would use for the cannon.
Oh, ammunition shells, because I'm thinking shells from the ocean.
I don't know, but I didn't find out that. Yeah.
So what else did you learn in the Civil War reenactment day that you were doing that was really interesting?
I learned that
What was your favorite gun?
that's an eagle chasing a bird.
Where?
Over there in the field. In our yard now.
An eagle?
Oh, eagle.
All right. Focus much? So what was some of the favorite things that you learned while helping out with the Civil War reenactment?
I learned that Gatling guns, aka grandfather of the machine gun, was, well, I already knew this, but I forgot about it. Then I learned it again, technically. Well, like, remind
Okay, what's the fact, honey?
Anyway, there were only few of them. It was invented during the Civil War to reduce people in the army, reduce casualties by disease and firearms.
So the Gatling gun was created to reduce casualties because they needed less people to use them?
Only 100 men for 2 men.
Oh, it went down from 100 men to 2 men with the Gatling gun?
Yeah, you only needed 2 men for the Gatling gun, and it's equal to 100 men firing the gun used at the time.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I remember the reenactment. It took so long to load up the regular gunpowder rifles, huh? And a Gatling gun is like a machine gun where it can fire over and over and over really fast, right? It's a rapid fire gun.
And it can fire about 20 bullets per minute, I think. But the first 6 were lost in a fire. So
The first 6 guns?
Yeah, first 6 Gatling guns, and then
So the first 6 were lost.
His name was Dr. Gatling, who invented it.
What kind of a doctor was he?
He was a doctor.
Like a physician?
Just a doctor.
Okay.
He was literally a doctor.
Okay. That means like a physician. Somebody that takes care of people, right?
Yeah. He saw the men get shipped out to battle on trains, and the men being shipped back on trains with injuries or dead.
Oh, man.
So, that's why he invented it, to reduce casualties by disease and firearms.
Wow.
Again, 100 men for only 2 men. And so then this was, the first 6 were lost, like, I think, really late, during the Civil War. Then he had to make new ones, and I think about, I don't know how many, but very few were used during the Civil War.
Gatling guns?
Yeah.
So was it at the end of the war that they were invented?
Yeah, but then more of them were used during the Indian War.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So do you know the year that a Gatling gun was invented?
Towards near the end of the Civil War.
Okay.
And well, I learned that kids. Well, I already knew this, but again, I kind of relearned it and found out that kids, again, I knew it. Kids would help out with the Gatling gun and cannons, and they were called powder monkeys. And the sad thing is, they were one of the first targets.
They took out the little kids because weren't they carrying the gunpowder? Yeah, carrying the ammunition and stuff.
And there's nothing to hide behind. And even sadder, they're usually orphans.
That's horrible. They all joined up, right? They weren't forced to join. The little kids.
They weren't forced because kids get most of the right.
Yeah.
But they would have a pistol or like a Smith's gun, something like that.
Smith? Is it called a Smith and Wesson?
Huh?
What is it? Smith and Wesson?
Maybe, but I know one is called a Smith's gun.
Okay.
Or a revolver.
And it's called a revolver because the where it holds the ammunition. I can't talk. Ammunition spot revolves.
And so they had something to protect themselves. So, and it's easy to reload a Smith gun if you can open it, of course. It's hard for me to do it. I was the only one allowed to touch the guns other than the guy doing it because I was helping out.
Yeah, what was his name again?
Mike Marsh.
Mike Marsh with all the ammunition. He was really knowledgeable. I'm glad you got to work with him. You learned a lot, huh?
Yeah.
Anything else interesting you want to share?
Yeah, I'm thinking. Oh, yeah. And there's something close to the Gatling gun that was also invented during the Civil War, I think. But it could hold up to 15 bullets. It took a minute to fire. Think about all of them. I don't know. And yeah, because people kept trying to get something to a rapid fire gun until then they finally got this gun, which could hold 15 at a time.
15 shots at a time?
Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah.
Cool.
And then that's all.
Very nice job. And who won the Civil War?
Union.
And they were the blue or the gray?
Blue.
The blue. Good job. What did you say?
The Confederates had more troops.
The Confederates had more troops, but the Union won. Why'd the Union win?
Because it was against slavery and God wanted them to.
True, but why did they have more strategy? What was besides God, what was the reasons why they won?
I think it's because the true president was on their side. Because there was two presidents at the time. One, the true president, Abraham Lincoln, and the Confederate president, I forgot his name.
Can't remember either. Do you remember the story of why Abraham Lincoln was so against slavery?
Because he was a slave?
Well, because when he was old enough, his dad used to rent him out to his neighbors to work for money, and he was basically used as slave labor, so he was against anybody being used as slave labor. He thought everybody deserved rights. Don't hit the wall.
The 13th Amendment, I think, was the first thing he did.
Don't hit the wall.
He freed slavery in the Confederate States.
Yeah.
And that's probably what started the Civil War.